Hi and welcome back to today's More Report on Friday, the 11th of December, with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Hantech Markets. Let's move on to dollar yen, and this dollar yen chart continues to rebound back towards the underside of this old range, doesn't it? You've seen in the last couple of days a couple of candles that have just retraced the move, that sharp move that we saw on Wednesday, being undone really, but interesting that the old support becomes new resistance pretty much to the tick today. 2220 is that level of old support. 2222 is the to the tick move on the chart today on Reuters anyway, and we've seen that start to fall away again. Is this a point at which we start to see the coming under pressure to the downside? So perhaps the near-term technical signals would suggest so. You've got the stochastics rolling over. You've got the MACD lines also turning lower as well. So perhaps this is sort of now beginning to sort of form a bit of a range underneath that old range. 2220 is that possible ceiling that we see in place there. You'd certainly say that the technicals are still corrective, not necessarily suggesting that it's going to be bursting higher anytime soon. So the RSI is still sort of below 50. Stochastic still falling away, so you'd suggest that the pressure is still to the downside, and this could well be another rally that just starts to find a bit of resistance. I think that trade is going to become choppy in front of the Fed anyway, so this is sort of would play into that if it does start to become range bound once again. But certainly you could do maybe possibly near term trades. I wouldn't necessarily say any sort of trades that over sort of a number of days. I'd say maybe intraday moves. So you'd look at the near-term signals. You'd say sort of maybe buying the RSI when it gets back towards 30 perhaps, or selling it up towards 70. But at the moment we've seen this sort of support at 21.25 holding sort of back into a minor band of support, you could argue, between that sort of 2150, 2180 area. But I think it's going to be quite difficult trading the dollar, and I don't see any real decisive signals at the moment. The only thing I would say is this resistance at 2220 is fairly sizable now. That would be big overhead supply, and it would be a surprise to me that if it would break above that. So I wish you good luck in your trading on dollar yen today, and I'll speak to you later. Thank you.